the Lord. I don't mean that I had a literal visit where I saw him, but I knew he was there. This was a true visitation. Two of them that were the end of this journey where he was gripping me fully for this nation and mantling me to do what I do. But in September of 2000, I was in our Wednesday night service, and I was about to go up and preach, do the message. And I walked to the platform, and a wave of dizziness hit me. And I became just a little disoriented, and I set my Bible on the podium, and I didn't say it out loud, but I said to myself, what is happening to me? Is this a heart attack or a stroke? I mean, I thought I was going to pass out for a moment. And I didn't want to alarm the people or my wife on the front row, so I just said, I just feel like we need to just pause here for a minute and just wait on the Lord, see what he might be saying, and just bow your heads. And it was really to regroup and see what was happening. Sometimes we act like we're being led. We're just stalling for time. So when I paused, this intensified many, many times. And I can't really explain what I'm about to say, but I began to sob uncontrollably, and I didn't know why. I had no idea what was happening to me. Something just erupted here, not here, here. And I couldn't talk. I couldn't do anything. I laid my head on the podium and I just began to sob uncontrollably. Well, no one really knew what was happening. Cece didn't know exactly what was happening, but she knew it was God. And she told the staff, and she came up and she said, I don't know what's going on with him, but I know that this is God, and I know what he would want us to do. We're going to all leave. We're going to put some worship on, repeating, and we're going to lock the doors, and we're going to leave him here with God and let God do whatever he's trying to do. And that's what they did, and I wept uncontrollably for 3.5 hours. I literally, at times, staggered around the room because I could really not focus at times. And I knew early that God was trying to impart to me his heart for America. And it was, as I look back often, I was like, why didn't I feel anger? Why did I feel love and a broken heart rather than his wrath? I didn't feel wrath. I felt the love of a father for a prodigal. And I know at one point, and I know you're not supposed to let the flag touch the ground, but I was out of control, okay. I went over in the corner, and I grabbed a flag we had, and I wrapped it around me, and I laid on the floor. And I sobbed, and I knew I was crying with him. I knew we were crying together for this nation, Gene. And it became so intense that at one point I said, and I meant this. This was not hype, or I'm not trying to be sensational here. I said, God, please, you have to stop this. Because my heart is literally going to break and I'm going to die. And I said, please don't kill me. Now, sometimes you just get in a situation, you think God may not know what he's doing, But I was afraid. I was hurting here. I thought my heart is going to break. I'm going to die. So for 3.5 hours this happened, and here's what he said to me at one point. And I know this was God. And I could never, ever, ever be convinced this wasn't God. He said, I must have this nation. I must have this nation back. And this is what he said. They can scream about nationalism, Christian nationalism, me all they want. I'm not moved by what they say, because I know the love in my heart for America is not a pride. It's not a we're better than someone else. It's not we want more than anyone else. The love I have for this nation was put there by God. And here's what he said to me. For what I'm going to do in this hour in the nations of the earth, the harvest that I am going to reap, I must have this nation. And you're going to help me get her back. That's what he said to me. The stakes are not just about us prospering in America. So we know that. This is not a selfish thing. This is not just so that my grandkids can enjoy what I've enjoyed. I learned a long time ago about the American dream that what we did is we took God's dream for America and perverted it into an American dream that's all about things and all about being the biggest and the best and the pride that came in. And I'm proud to be an American, and I sing it and I cry when I sing it. But I'm not proud to be an American because I want to be the biggest and the best. I'm proud because I know God raised up a nation under him with his heart to spread the gospel of the kingdom of Jesus Christ to all the nations of the earth. And I say to you right now, that is not going to be stolen. Destiny is not over. He is going to save this nation. And a third great awakening is coming to this nation. And it's going to give us the transformation that we need. Come on! He can do this! He can do this! He can do this! Come on! I tell you, there is at least the harvest that's coming is at least 1 billion soul harvest. At least. This is not coming. We're not asking him to do this and fighting with him for what needs to take place in order for that harvest to happen. We're not doing that to try to talk him into. So we're not trying to convince God, come on, do this. We have this passion because of his heart. That's right. He is passionate to give the nations as an inheritance to his son. And he said, I will do this. Amen. I promise you, every tribe, every tongue, every nation, that's what he said. And I'm going to tell you one more time, it will not be stopped. That's right. America will be saved, and a great worldwide harvest is coming. Amen. Amen.
Stay standing. Dutch is going to lead us in the Watchman decree.